lot over these last 7 games.
Look at Will Riley. You talk about somebody who's given somebody a lot. This team needed somebody to step up and score, and Will Riley's been that guy. Sanford, when he's feeling 100%, probably shoots that 3.
Yeah. Good help from Avicic, just making Sanford feel uncomfortable.
How about Thelwell? Drop from the corner for Trey White.
Trey White, 10 of his last 16 from 3, riding the heater. I just talked about him, some early misses, but nice find to the corner there, and Trey White's on the board.
Here's Thelwell, got a good screen from Sanford and goes high off the window. Best 2 offensive teams are living up to the expectations.
Totally have. Certainly some of the defensive breakdowns on both sides will have been an issue, and I'm sure they've been addressed by the coaching staffs, but there's been a lot of good offense as well.
Here's Thelwell probing to the logo and got that shot to drop. He's got
that ball is popping around. 21 assists here for Illinois tonight.
Just the 2nd team ever to top the century. Thelwell to the rim for 2.
We got that to go.
It's the home team bounce on the road.
I like Bruce Thornton flashing middle that 2-3. He can just, I know he's not the biggest guy, but he can make plays for himself or others.
Got ourselves a game now 3 times, 8 lead changes already. Thelwell finally wraps it up, down to 10 to shoot. Thelwell off the glass and gets the roll.
He still plays the same. It's just, you know, players get in their feelings sometimes when you don't hear your name called in the starting line.
Ego can get involved.
No doubt. Everybody wants to start. I get it.
White misfires on the open 3, and a wide open look for the Hawkeyes.
Shots, 2 for Josh Dix. Really good player. Hoiberg will try a 3. Off the mark, rebound tip to Bronze, and Iowa down 6 on the move. Thelwell in transition, got organized, and that 3 will fall. The first of the Drew Thelwell gets the deflection and the shot clock violation. And it's not like defense has been the strength of Iowa. They average over 83 points a game allowed in conference play this year. They've had 6 conference losses, allowing 90 points or more. Bronze with nowhere to go. Still plenty of time. Shot clock is frozen right now. They've got a clock issue. Now it's going. And Thelwell to the rim for 2. Pretty good in the late game heroics. He finds Carr for the 3. And all of the strengths of Cohen Carr, that's not one of them.
That's not it. 1 of 7 from 3 in Big Ten play now after that miss.
Thelwell's scoop. Acrobatic play to bring the... Dix looking, nowhere to go. Iowa 0-4 this year against ranked opponents, looking for their first win of the season against the ranked team, and he finds Drew.
Traore and Dembele weren't looking for the ball, so Northwestern has a break, and Dembele swats it, and that's clean. So Iowa off the big block, settle back into the half court. Big volleyball spike from Dembele.
Yes.
We didn't see the pass coming. And Thelwell, the first to score for the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I was a... Excellent execution against the zone.
10 in a row for Northwestern. 5 misses in a row for Iowa until that from Drew Thelwell.
Again. I was back in zone.
Wyndham couldn't get a second. Evan Bronze clears it for Iowa.
I thought he could have moved that basketball to the other side of the floor.
We'll do a timeout at the under 12. Iowa settles into the half court, playing at Northwestern's pace early in this game. Kick out 3, Thelwell. Got another. Rocks the rim. And a crowd silent.
With such terrific poise after he made those 2 foul shots, because he's been playing a bit rushed tonight, which is uncharacteristic for him.
Ball does get in the paint with Harding. I'm sure you wanted to see more of it. They have a second paint touch. Instead, Thelwell up deep with a big hit for Iowa.
Mulvey, leave it. Dix thought about it. Steps back long 2. Off the heel. Rebound, Traore.
Second chance, Thelwell. That hits.
He is just so powerful when he's driving the ball to the basket. Got those big shoulders. Just a great drive playing off 2 feet.
Traore, shovel inside for the deuce. Thelwell.
Number 7. He just knocked down a 3, made a couple of free throws. Keep an eye on number 20 in yellow.
Thelwell on the outside. Sanford, pump, drive, in the paint, crowded. Thelwell bobbled, still have the shot clock available for this Hawkeye offense. Thelwell, a burst of speed and blocked by Winter.
Each of the last 2 games made over half of his shots as well.
No, he's very efficient. He doesn't take a ton of shots to get his numbers.
Turnovers working against Purdue in the early going. Traore kicks it inside. Thelwell with 2 and 1.
Good double team on Braden Smith.
Purdue's won 9 of the last 10 games, Stephen, and in that time they've been averaging only 9 turnovers per game. They've already turned it over 6 times tonight.
Life on the road in the Big Ten Conference.
Thelwell, 3.
Shoot around about Freeman in the post.
Here's Thelwell coming away with a steal. Thelwell in transition.
Great job.
Freeman back on the floor after quick rest. Dix no good, and 0 for 5 as Sanford comes away with an offensive rebound. Thelwell for 3. Finally.
Got to resist that urge to stick your hand in that cookie jar. Go Google that, young people.
Thelwell 3. Got it.
Try to get some confidence going into the halftime break.
Mobley short on his 3. Freeman cleans up the glass. Freeman's 5th rebound.
I try to get Owen Freeman back in the post. He had a lot of success in the first half.
Kick out. Thelwell for 3. Got it. Thelwell again.
There are no, 25-point buckets.
Only Rock and Jock games. We're not in Rock and Jock anymore.
So you just gotta chip away at it.
Thelwell chipping away indeed, and 1.
No doubt about it. And you got to credit Ohio State's defense with that as well. They did a good job of limiting those open looks.
There's Thelwell. Because those look very Spartan.
They do.
Michigan State, but if they were maize and blue, they would not let him play them.
No, and I think he's smarter than that. He understands. He's from Detroit, so he gets it.
He does. Thelwell got underneath.
That was a grown man.
2 for Parrish.
This looks like it's going to hold up. It's an impressive outing for Ohio State. As Thelwell continues to
just 26 minutes per game. Thelwell with the steal. The average is 2 per game. Excellent. Thelwell to the cup.
Take it right into the hedge man. He snapped that head back. Drew a foul.
Bullet pass to Dix, but Hicks was able to close. Thelwell kept the right hand away from Duke. Freddie Dillion follows the Enza screen over Freeman and an air ball. Brock Harding stays in front of Kern. Kern collides with Baldwin, his own teammate. Chaotic setup into the half court here, but now things settle down.
Harding was getting harassed that entire time, driving the ball up the floor. Had a mismatch here. Dix on Enza, trying to drive him off the bounce.
Thelwell drops it in the...
Still got 6 assists. Feels like he's been quiet, but he's coming alive now. Big 3. A little bit of game pressure now on Iowa. But you see, this is what zone does. It just gets you a little more stagnant. Not as much movement and ball screens.
Rainbow 3 for... A crowd wanted to travel on Conan Niederhauser. Nick Kern Jr. misses another layup. This time no foul. And here's Peyton Sanford up the floor. Josh Dix sends it to the wing. Thelwell for 3. It's Owen Freeman back onto the floor. And Kachi Enza of Penn State checks into the game. The Xavier transfer. Thelwell still has Iowa's only points in the game, and it stays that way. The quick 3 falls for Mike Mitchell Jr., who's a 40% shooter from 3 on the year. Now Thelwell, probing off the window for 2.
Good
quality wins early, some great opportunities still left. Net top 40. Your team's still in pretty good position.
Oh, absolutely. Net top 40, two big wins at Oregon against Gonzaga. You know, we played well.
Dylan Andrews get him way up in the air overall in Freeman.
To see Andrews get back on track. Sometimes you only need one shot, one game, one half. Played well here in the first half tonight.
6 of 18 shooting for Iowa, 2 of 7 from 3. Carter Kingsbury's come in off of the bench. Now Thelwell, who can really create. Nice move for him. Left. Open 3 for St. Thomas.
St. Thomas has not shot the ball well. In fact, it's the one guy that he hasn't really done well. He leads this USC team in rebounds and assists, but the three-point shot really hasn't been there. What a start for Musselman's squad.
Making threes is Iowa's thing. So Drew Thelwell will try his hand and hit some corner here. You're not going to expect to shoot 60%, 65% every night, but this is now twice in a row, different environments, different opponents, that they've shot the ball this way. Thelwell and Iowa trying to energy on the road. Claude gets it in. You know, all the Iowa fans that are normally at the local LA Iowa bar, Barney's Beanery, are probably here tonight. Here's Thelwell with a tough basket.
It's like a turnover. It's the same.
Thelwell accelerates, and the basket counts. A good dollar.
And here comes Dix. So collapsing with both the three.
Waiting until he takes his second dribble to come on the double.
Here's Dix coming off a career best performance just about every area. There's Thelwell on the drive. Mr. Thelwell. And the run continues for Indiana. Now a 13-0 run. Sanford off the Freeman screen. Thelwell, guarded by Bauer, crosses over and knocks down the J. Galloway, another turnover. And Bacco trying to get back against Thelwell. Awkward angle and some spin. All the active hands. Iowa 8 steals. Look at that in this first half. Rattled out for Bryson Tucker.
Yeah, they're willing to give Indiana as many jump shots as they want, but they are not allowing them to get into the paint.
Thelwell, it'll count.
Only 6'6" against the 7-footer. That's beautiful high-low action over the top. I think they've got to do that a little more often as we get through this game.
Interesting matchup here. Thelwell against the 7-footer and right. We're typically balanced with 4 points early. And Dick steps in front of Winter with the steal.
The crowd's got to throw that basketball to the backboard and let Winter go get it.
This is a 5-on-4. Winter late to join the play. Thelwell gets a 3 out of it and knocks it down.
More versatile bigs of Iowa, and so you can pick your poison there. If they stay back, you take the shot. That's a really good read by Dembele.
Thelwell off the screen from Freeman with his left.
What a tough shot.
You know, this stretch since the last media timeout has been all Badgers. 43-32 their lead.
Josh Dix, number 4 for Iowa, has been quiet. He's got to get going again.
And Gilmore swipes at it, but Thelwell gets it back. And Freeman telling Thelwell to back it up. He goes ISO on Gilmore. Little pivot. Tough shot. Hangs on the rim. Somehow that goes.
Find him. He can make that.
Winter fires a 3. And the hard screen from Freeman opens up Thelwell. He answers back. Was there one called the Fonz?
No.
That counts for Thelwell. Back to a similar spot.
Yeah, there it is again. And as the weak side tagger, you've got to be early because those are 2 7-footers that are coming at you. And that's a hard way to get back into the game unless you're hot.
And a good hands. Thelwell rakes it away. And they finally get a layup and a foul called as Thelwell clocked.
Yeah.
When you're going through pressure.
Exactly.
That came real fast.
It really did.
And look up at the shot clock. It was at 20, though.
Yeah, Greg Gard's going, hey, man, we're the home team. Go now.
Fast fingers.
Right? Need it.
Thelwell needed it.
got it. A statement over the next couple weeks in conference play if this Iowa team wants to roll.
That's a deep three, and off the back of the iron from Sam Pieces. Thelwell, coast to coast, left hand, and one.
But so many players have been out this year. They haven't been able to practice, and then the flu bug hits their team, and when it rains, it pours. Coach Davis said he'd never seen anything like it, and he had a ton of success at Bucknell. He'll get this thing turned around, but you got to have your guys.
Conference semifinals last year with New Hampshire, but 11 new players. Kind of the state of basketball these days. Doesn't matter if you're in New Hampshire or Iowa. Thelwell around a great seal. Lays it up and in.
Well, that's what can happen when you take away fast break points against the Hawkeyes. You have to get established, make them earn them. You just can't give up layups and dunks because you're watching your shots go in.
Thelwell drives, and another opportunity for one.
It's been a dominant first half performance.
And really incredible. Speaking of Andy Katz and Robbie Hummel, Rick Pizzo, they're standing by. State Farm halftime show from Chicago. 90 seconds away. Thelwell drives, and he got the roll. 58 points.
A little bit of a fake, and he lays it in. Oh, that was pretty. He froze the defender who thought he was going to kick it into the corner. Thelwell with the blow-by. Lovering around the world and in. Yeah, Lovering, 66% field goal shooter. Thelwell down the way. And then Erickson turned the corner, put it up high. They got caught in the mismatch, and Lovering delivering at the rim as he does 66% of the time. Iowa is Utah's best opponent of the season to date. 3, working our way towards halftime. Erickson is calling for help down there because they had a mismatch between he and Freeman. They just weren't able to take advantage. Thelwell, 4-3.
Conference game and lost its conference opener against Nichols on Saturday by 3. Turning the ball over 14 times per game. Here's Thelwell for 3. Man, can he shoot? With the dunk. As we approach the 2-minute mark of this first half, Iowa seeking win number 8. Thelwell floats the paint around and in. With the 2. And now a turnover. And it's White.
All right, we talked about getting a little casual, a little sloppy. Obviously, they're not going to play 20 minutes like they did in the first half, but you don't want to turn the ball over. You still want to stay fundamental with your passes.
Peyton Sanford. 5 starters still on the floor for the Hawkeyes. Thelwell in the paint, the floater. Inadvertent hand right across the face of Dembele. He comes out. Thelwell. And that's what the Iowa fans felt as well, but the 2 for Jackson. Sean Jackson, the transfer from Charlotte, averaging 11 points per game. He's shooting over 90% from the field his last 4.
And their bigs have improved their game, I think, from last year. They used to just be chasers. These guys can score as well.
Now Freeman, well, he's going to be key tonight. Can be foul prone.
Great job using the floor, getting the look. That's why they're tough.
Field sits. Keyshawn Gilbert also comes out.
A nice rotation up front. Big guys that blow. Nice cross. Once again, setting it up. How about that? On the table. Inbounds, hit and follow.
His first made 3. Thelwell. High off the glass and in.
Craig Donaldson, so much speed. He goes right to the rim and has that deflected. Ultra confident take, but Iowa's defense ready. Thelwell. Beautiful from the mid-range.
Yeah,
from the floor.
And your team is 7 of 27 from the field as well.
Wolf coughs it up. Here's Thelwell going all the way to the rim. As well, that was frankly one of the questions about Wolf transferring in from Yale. Is that 3 just rims out? Could he guard guards? He's showing he can.
Indeed.
Dix surrounded by white jerseys. He will retreat. 5 minutes to play before halftime here in Ann Arbor. Thelwell hesitates, and he'll go up and lay it in, plus the foul.
They should crown him governor.
I'm sure most would get a good share of votes here on the stick. Thelwell back into the offense. Brock Harding on the bench with 2 personals. He's been running the show here, working through that screen. He'll pull up from the elbow, and he's got it.
You just do not get a possession off because those guys go at you on both ends of the floor.
Talked to Cheddar today at shoot-around about having to go up against those two at every single practice, how it's strengthening everyone in the front court of his team. On 2 for Thelwell will drop in. What a...
Along with Thelwell and Kingsbury as well for the Hawkeyes. Picked off by Thelwell. Now here comes the grad student hopping the other way. Likes to look and knocks it down.
That's done. Has been at the rim, some in transition. Some of that you just can't prepare for with their size.
8 on the shot clock for Thelwell. Got the slip past Gregory. Nice move.
I'm a big fan of Brock Harding's game. His moxie, his poise, his work ethic. It's a lot to look forward to if you're an Iowa fan, man. He's just going to keep getting better and better. Only a sophomore. A guy you want running your team for years to come.
You were 3-3, by the way, against Iowa, just to set the record straight.
I'm sticking with 4-2.
Well, we got to give a credit to our dog. That's his work ethic, though, right? It doesn't stop. Again, we saw him in the gym at 9 a.m. this morning. And now Thelwell might have time to get up. A little highlight reel for him.
And the no look to the corner. He's showing off right now.
Just his command of the game. Really incredible to watch. Nice digging in. The move there from Thelwell.
He's a veteran. He's been at this for a while. Shots will start falling for him, and then Iowa. When that happens, you got something to work with.
Yeah, he stayed after practice today and just kept working on that shot. Hasn't found his groove yet, but will find it.
I'm a big fan of seeing guys get work. Tough finish there by Thelwell.
And then pay with open shots.
Long 2, Traore. Missed it. Rebound Sanford. Thelwell for 3. He hits. Wide open. He hits it. And the Aggies are back in front.
They are so good at those roll and replaces, and then they fill the spots. And both teams so trained at reading and reacting, finding open spots in the defense.
Thelwell slows the pace down. One-on-one against Ballsled. Thelwell lays it in.
Young with one of his first minutes of the game. He's only had 4. There's Thelwell poking it out. In transition. Up and under. A little spin.
Lead change of the night. Cougars up by a pair. "13 lead changes, 9 ties. Dix backs it out. Thelwell for the answer.
Patient shot by Price, the head fake. Lets the defender fly by him, and he knocks down a big one.
2-point game. What a finish on the Big Ten Network coming up. Dix probing. Out to Thelwell. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. Stewart knifing to the rim for 2. There's some athletic players on this Coyotes team and a 1-point Iowa lead.
Chase Forte, Caleb Stewart, Bullock. Those guys can break you down defensively and get to the rim.
Oh, Thelwell gets to the rim for 2.
Selfish as they are, and then you have all these shooters. It's hard to press and then get back, and you can't find the spot up 3, and you're just playing catch up the whole game. The coaches are yelling at you. You got to close out, but it's hard to do when that wave is coming at you.
We've not really seen much from your other key tonight from either team as far as transition offense. Here's Thelwell on the drive to the rim and the elevation. South Dakota on the run as Everwine out to Bruns. The 3 rebounded by Mulvey. You mentioned it's some good minutes for Riley Mulvey tonight. Thelwell. Oh, the Euro step to the rim for 2. With the 2-hand flush. Brand McCaffrey's looking for the same travel you saw. In an 88-68 game, maybe we don't see as many travels as we did earlier in the game. Dix will back it out. 10 on the shot clock. Dix to work. Thelwell, step back three. Ooh, splash for Thelwell. And a look to.
It's hard to do it all. Josh Dix defensively. Quickly up the court, trying to find the open Hawkeye, taking it himself, finds Freeman at the top of the key. Thelwell in the corner. Hey, he got it. Another.
Yeah, that's really good defense. Good closeouts, rebound, push the ball, and those are point-blank looks right there you got to make on the road.
Sanford going coast to coast, finds Thelwell in the corner. Another opportunity. He got it. His second three of the
ball.
Stay on this side. Freeman finds Dix with it. Thelwell will pull up from three. We've seen him do it today, and he does it again. Drew Thelwell. Sanford with it now, gets the board. Hawkeyes up 22, their largest lead of the game for the last 5 on field goals. Thelwell drives inside, easy bucket lay-in right past the line.
Phelps there on the break, his 7th points of the evening. That leads the night for either side.
So that's 5 turnovers for Iowa. Great drive to make you do things you're not normally supposed to do. And this is big trouble right here again.
Still one from Thelwell. He'll throw one down.
These are such great opportunities for college students to work in television. And it's not easy, but it continues to get better every single year. And I know the Big Ten Network is very proud of this. This is where everybody's